already almost 4.5 minutes in. We haven't introduced.
Oh, yeah. You guys already know. This is how I start out, by the way, Connor. I go, it's your boy. Because everyone that listens to us knows who that is. So, it's your boy.
Are you the boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your boy.
It's your little boy. And then, yeah, we usually go around the table and, like, introduce ourselves.
Yeah, I'm Star Method.
You're what? Is that your nickname?
That's my rap name, dude.
Oh,
Who the fuck are you?
I don't have a rap name, but my name's Connor.
We could go, Con. Just
Con.
Mike
I could
Con.
just be Con Man.
Most people call me Con, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I never do
like
that.
family and stuff.
I've known you for years.
Yeah, so many years.
I've never called you Con.
It's been like almost a whole year now, though.
Just about,
Close.
yeah.
Real close.
It's been my year mark, I think, at
At our work.
at our office job.
Hey, speaking of Star Method, the rapper, what's that Star Wars rep that you had? Do you remember the bars? Can't fucking
Yeah,
see
I
it.
could pull it up on my phone.
Are you gonna rap?
I could.
I like that.
I'm fucking exhausted right now, but
I was gonna.
Beat down, John.
I was gonna say, like last time, I was like, "Yeah, dude, you weren't here just," but I totally had someone rap for us as an outro. I don't know why I was thinking that.
Who?
But, well, that's what I'm getting to. Is I thought that was our podcast, but it was Joe Rogan. he had RZA rap. The whole fucking podcast with RZA. He was writing lyrics.
oh shit.
And then at the end, like he was talking, and then he was like still writing on the pad. And then towards the end, like he rapped the entire thing the entire verse that he wrote, and that was the outro.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, like how fucking talented is that dude? I feel like we would all get along pretty well with him.
He's in our queue to get interviewed by us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's in our queue.
Pretty
He's,
long waiting list, at least at the top, I suppose.
tomorrow actually. It's like tonight, right after you.
yeah, somebody else canceled, so Joe Rogan's up next, I guess.
You guess.
We had him pushed all the way to spring next year.
Push that fucker back, way back.
After he was done bow hunting season and shit.
Shooting elks.
You were smart in bringing a water up. My fucking throat is parched.
Yeah.
Drink that Nuka-Cola.
The light went out. That's the only shitty thing about those is the lights go out after like so many minutes.
Just automatically.
Yeah.
I just think of that SpongeBob meme where it's like, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off.
Normally we're here a lot earlier, and the coffee store or the coffee shop next door is open, and they sell like water or soda, not coffee though.
And we had to walk.
The coffee shop doesn't have coffee.
No,
The fuck?
I actually don't like when
The fuck?
like they have all the you know what I mean, like fucking ingredients to combine and make a drink out of it. I don't like that.
I don't know what half that shit is.
I like-
just want my normal shit.
I like processed.
As fake as possible.
Yeah, I like going to the gas station and pushing a button for my cappuccino.
Yep.
This is what French vanilla tastes like everywhere.
Yeah. Dude, I go fucking hard with my coffee. Half coffee, half creamer.
If I drink like actual plain coffee, I need hell creamer.
I used to make coffee with like a pound of sugar and
Dude, right?
like 80 little cups of creamer. That shit, I would turn it into a cappuccino, but my heart would explode out my fucking chest.
I was really fucking bad for that. I'd get up in the morning and now somebody's calling me.
Unprofessional. Mute your phone.
I already had mine muted.
Normally,
Look at that.
You guys are amateurs.
My shit was on vibrate. You can't hear
Yeah.
that.
Normally that's you that has your volume all the way up. You can
Wow.
actually hear in our past recordings.
Yeah, but it's funny. I had it planned.
It must be pretty important.
Hey, bro, are you gonna spit?
I don't know if I should because like I don't want people to steal my song.
Sure, you might want to copyright it first.
Just say T or yeah TM.
Say TM after every verse.
I got another one.
Is that the beat?
Yeah. That's the hype. That's the hype. The hype groans.
I got another one that I don't care. That I don't care if it gets copyrighted.
I'll say TM after every verse, so you don't have to mess
That's
up the flow.
how you hype up sex too before you get your hype groans in there.
I'm gonna come on you.
Look at me.
So, I did my Star Wars rap, and then just a month later, in my notes, I wrote this. I came up with this other stupid fucking rap. It's hilarious, dude. I can't wait. Towards the end, though, it's kind of all fucked up, but it's stupid. You guys ready?
Stupid.
You're actually like one of those guys who just keeps talking about how shitty his song is, but he's so nervous. God, this song's so fucking
It's
dumb.
so stupid. I don't know if you guys want. Do you guys want to hear it?
I would really want to hear that.
Oh yeah, that's. I need a beat.
I don't
Just
know.
keep going with that.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that beat.
Acapella.
No.
Fuck it, you guys threw me off now. I can't rap.
I'm gonna fucking do it, but it's like I don't want to. I want to be able to get through without fucking laughing. It's so stupid.
Should we plug our ears? Then we can
Yeah.
re-listen to it back
Plug
later.
your ears. All right, it's no title either. I just wrote this stupid shit at work. John, you want to give me a beat?
I don't know how to beat.
What you mean, dude? You just.
I don't know how to.
I need it faster, like
I
some
like that though.
some hard.
That was
shit.
pretty dope.
Good. For being
Yeah,
an
I'm
amateur, that was pretty good.
Ew. Ew, bitch. No, like.
Flow quick.
Womp 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 womp.
Just make no actual beat.
What's that?
Foley artist.
Ding 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 ding.
Like one of the most iconic.
Spit your shit around the world.
All right, I guess that's my fucking cue.
30 seconds on the clock.
All right, I'm not gonna finish all this because I don't know what the fuck I wrote, but so the first half, give me that beat. That's not a beat.
Yeah,
Faster, I said, like some hard shit.
I'll bob my head too.
Boom, boom, boom.
Motherfucker.
Just do what you did earlier, but over and over.
Yeah, coming up with them on a fucking beat zone. We're gonna put
Is that your intro?
Yeah, just fucking spit it, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to just acapella.
You want me to do it?
No.
All right.
So here goes.
I like it already.
That's my fucking Michael. What is it, Michael Myers in the beginning? All
You
right.
talking about my boy Michael Myers?
Yeah, I'm just fucking stupid ass song. Here it goes. Try not to laugh now. I gotta rap through this shit.
I'll cover my face.
Here it goes. All right.
Oh my god!
This is so stupid, dude. It's not like I'm scared to rap,
Just
but
start.
it's just so fucking
Just
stupid.
start. Everyone listening is gonna be like, just fucking rap it.
Just rap it. They turn it off.
Anticipation is key, though. You're getting them hyped up.
So the lighthouse is a good. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, we nodded
I
our
was
fucking heads.
making fun of John. Okay, some hard shit, some 90s hard shit. I'm gonna take your life before supper, motherfucker. By 3 o'clock, I'm gonna get my Glock, roll through your block till I find your ass, blast through glass. When you take your last breath, I'm gonna be there. And then the other part is just fucking. I ain't even scared of the 5-0.
Yeah, fuck the five.
I ain't
Fuck
even
them.
scared of the
I ain't
5-0.
fucking scared of. I wrote, I'm a be there. I ain't even scared of the 5-0. Then I'll wipe them. Wipe the ass.
Wipe
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Wipe them like gun
I
down.
must have been like half asleep when I wrote that last part. But the blast through glass, I thought that shit was funny.
That was pretty good. Rhyme nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my Glock. It's so stupid. I would take your life before supper, motherfucker. By 3 o'clock. Who the fuck has supper at 3 o'clock?
Old people.
Do the Star Wars, man. Do that
I
hand.
already told him. Huh?
Do the Han Solo one.
I guess I'm already on a roll.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
Might as well
one-
keep going.
That one's way better.
Yeah, this one's way better. The other one's a joke. It's just a joke rap.
It's not serious. I'll just play it.
Okay.
That
So
wasn't the rap. That was a one.
yeah, I was just making fun. All right, so the new one, the Star Wars rap. Here goes. I'm the bounty hunter, big hunter G, and I'm after Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewie. They're my new contract. Put the coordinates in my map. Sit back, relax, while I do some space travel. Wait for main events to unravel. Then I come in for the kill, the thrill of completing the bill. I'll be the last one standing still. I was raised a killer, ruthless. One swipe from my right and you're toothless.
Damn.
like that.
I didn't hear
That
the
was
last
pretty
part
fucking good.
before.
Yeah, that
Impressive.
one. I wrote that shit in 20 minutes.
Trademark.
One swipe.
By the way.
yeah,
One swipe from my right and you're fucking toothless.
Dude, and it just you can just imagine my excitement when The Mandalorian came out, because I've been saying for years how I myself wanted to like be a Mandalorian and like, you know, be in a like a movie role, or it's even cooler that they decided to do a series. That shit is so tight.
They should have done that a long time ago.
For
You think
real.
It was good that Star Wars sold out to Disney then.
I think so,
I
because
think
they're
so.
actually like doing shit with
And
all the
now
other stuff, you
can
know.
get them all on Disney Plus. I feel like that's the biggest selling point. for
Disney
Disney Plus
fucking
right now,
runs the world right now.
basically.
I think that was a really good move, because before that it was just whatever George Lucas wanted to put out, and that prequel, I liked the prequel. Everyone fucking at me.
Which one?
The prequels.
Oh.
I liked every Star Wars I've watched. To
Yeah.
be honest.
Like they're fun movies, you know. I mean, you have all the diehards from the 70s. Those ones were the best. I'm not going to argue that. But the first three were like, they were fun to watch.
CGI quality is pretty fucking good in these new Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
And it's well,
I love
that's-
Kylo.
Yeah.
Kylo's a badass.
Kylo's character is fucking just
That actor that they
hypnotic.
picked to play him is
Adam
pretty
Driver.
spot on.
He's a really good actor. But that's what I'm saying. Like with George Lucas, he only wanted to ever focus on like Jedi and Sith, and you know that dynamic. And then what's their nuts? Disney, when they took it over, they were like, no, we're gonna fuck around with, you know, the Mandalorians, the bounty hunters, and the rebels with that rebel. What's that one?
it's just called Rebels.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pretty
They-
straightforward there.
Their plans to like get the plans to destroy the Death Star. Like that was a pretty cool movie.
It's a cool idea behind that too.
Yeah, and it was like a nice little treat for sitting through that shit that they threw Darth Vader and slashing and gashing and shit.
True.
Oh yeah, that was fucking rad when Darth Vader was cutting through walls and stormtroopers and shit.
Was that when he was all pissed off?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
very end of that one,
Yeah.
he
He's trying to get Leia again, I think, right?
he was like, "What the fuck? Where's my fucking plans?" The rebels took them, sir.
Give me
What
my
the-
thumb drive.
Yeah, give it to me. And then he just decided to fucking board, and nobody knew he was there until his lightsaber lit up the
That
fucking
was
room.
fucking
Yeah,
sick.
that
I
was
totally
really
forgot
cool.
about that.
And he just kept on walking down the corridor, and like all those rebels with the dickhead helmets just kept like trying to lock the doors, but they'd get like stabbed through the shit. It was so cool. It was a nice little reward.
What episode are you on?
Of what?
The Mandalorian.
I watched half of the first one. I was gonna watch them today before I
Yeah.
came here, and then I slept for 4 hours.
Episode 3 dropped, and I watched it. It's oh my goodness.
I'll
I have yet
probably
to watch
stay up
it.
late, to be honest, and watch
Do
it
it.
tonight.
Do it.
Because I highly doubt I can fall asleep right when I get home.
Yeah. Well, didn't I tell you earlier? That's why I don't nap.
True, I shouldn't have. I wasn't
Yeah.
really planning on it either, but
I mean, I could. I
if I
don't.
would have stayed up that whole time, I'd be tired as fuck right
Yeah,
now.
that's the bad thing about it.
That's where I'm at. I've been up since 4 a.m.
that'll,
Oh, shit.
That'll tire a guy out.
And then you got to go and open.
Yep.
You
4
gotta-
a.m. I drove an hour to my other job. I stayed there for 6 hours. Then I drove an hour back. I had to replace your fucking blinkers so I didn't get pulled over.
Oh yeah.
So that was like an hour.
An hour. It was an hour to replace a blinker bulb.
I was, yeah, because it was more than just
Huh?
your bulb. You had, what the fuck is it called?
What's going on?
It was in the socket, like a ground or a
Oh, just the wiring.
connector.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to monkey around with that shit in
Hmm.
YouTube how to work that.
And I think you were out of blinker fluid, so you actually owed
You were out of
us like
blinker fluid.
$75 or something.
Like, yeah, even after I put in the blinker fluid, it wasn't clicking.
You should have told me. I got a bottle in my apartment.
No, that's headlamp fluid that you got.
Oh, yeah.
Similar, but it doesn't work for that.
Different shit.
You ever drink bleach?
No, it did though.
It? Like the clown?
No, like that book they make you read in school, The Child Called It.
I don't know if I read that.
What?
No. I
Yeah,
had to
it's,
read lots of books for school, though.
it's a really fucked up story. It's this little kid whose like mom was just super abusive to him and made him drink bleach.
Damn, that is
So-
pretty abusive.
Yeah, he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk like very well.
Can he talk?
He can talk. It's just like
Who?
it hurts because his throat and shit's all burned.
Yeah, fuck that.
That story of a child called It.
Oh yeah,
He didn't even have a name. He was just called It and shit.
Damn.
I never read it.
We were forced to. I had to read it I took a lot of different English classes. English was like my favorite. It really helped my like writing, obviously,
English
with my
is
Star Wars
pretty
rap.
cool.
Yeah, I liked writing stories and creating new shit. So I was like,
I was always picky with what shit I read.
I used to read a lot in high school and like elementary school, but
Yeah.
since getting out of high school, the only books I've read are the Game of Thrones books.
You've
They're
read
pretty
all of
fucking
them?
good. I read the first two.
Yeah.
I have 4 of them.
I want to start reading those.
You mean you can borrow them if you want to?
Do you have the whole collection?
Yeah. I got like the first box, the original box set.
Oh
I
shit!
think it has 4 of them in it,
Right on.
something like that. But they're pretty similar to the movies. More
Yeah.
in depth, and it's a little harder to follow because there's a fucking million characters. But it's a good read.
Well, who knows? Might be able to follow along now that we know everyone.
It's a lot like the TV shows. Once you start, it's really hard to stop, and you'll probably rip through the book very fast.
Did you know they canceled the Targaryen?
The one that was supposed to be coming out?
I had heard
Yeah.
about that. I didn't know if it was true or not.
It's gone. They're
They have a
not.
different idea coming up then.
I think they're doing. I mean, I think they're still doing something.
That was like the most dope thing they could have done. 'Cause
Yeah.
like the Targaryens have the coolest and
They
most
fucking do.
history.
They were wizards, bro.
You gotta go back to like episode 2. I go pretty in depth with the lore of Game of Thrones. I did a lot of research.
What is
You
our
want to read the
episode?
books too? I mean,
Fuck yeah, dude! I'll read the books.
it's time-consuming reading. I feel like, but
I'm reading a lot.
I like reading.
I'm reading into a lot of shit. So like, I'm still hung up on Lord of the Rings lore as well,
Lord of the Rings is dope.
dude. It is so fucking like it's a very completed world. Everything has an explanation. It's not just like like some action movie where it was like, yeah, thousands of years ago these guys did this and that. And like Lord of the Rings and George R.R. Martin, they legit like have like a non-bullshit answer.
There's actually reasons behind everything.
Right,
Like,
right.
reasons, places are there.
It's just like mysterious and I like it. And the more that I read, the more that I find out, and it's like the more that I love the world. Dude, I could fucking chill out in the Lord of the Rings world. Go fuck around, kill some orcs and stuff, be a cool ass ranger.
Mordor would be a little scary.
Yeah.
but
Mordor,
it'd be
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
It's too outdated for me now that I've seen Game of Thrones. Like that's where I would go.
See, but everybody dies in Game of Thrones.
True.
You got White Walkers and fucking dragons.
True.
It'd be cool.
It
if you
depended
knew
on
you were
what time.
safe. Yeah, true.
Like what period? What time and period? What period in time?
Not once winter started coming.
Yeah. Fuck that. I hate
Back in
winter.
Ned Stark's prime.
I hate winter.
Yeah, fuck winter.
One place I would go for sure. Are you familiar with The Witcher?
The game?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like they started out as books too, and then they adapted them into games. And now it's a Netflix show,
Mm-hmm.
and it releases. It's dropping December 20th. It's got Henry Cavill, the guy that played Superman.
Is it based on like the same thing as the game is?
No,
It's more-
it's more based to the books.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
more on the books.
I didn't even know there was books, to be honest.
Yeah.
But The Witcher 2 and 3 were both fucking sweet games.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red did a really good job with it. And like The Witcher 3 is probably like my most favorite like RPG.
Yeah. I like how it's a
Ever.
lot like Skyrim, but it's way doper.
Yeah, and the music isn't as fucking annoying.
Hmm
Skyrim, it was just always
It seems like there's a little more backstory behind everything in The Witcher
Yeah.
2. Like, there's more like talking between like in mission talking and stuff, to not just go here and do this
Right.
and do that.
Yeah,
But
no.
even when you like explore the world
On your own. There's a shit ton of talking.
in Skyrim, you know,
I
if
like
you
that though.
you'll find like the same 20 books in every building and shit. It's annoying. As to where like in The Witcher, you have the chance to find, depending on like what building and shit you go to, you have the chance to find like diagrams for different Witcher schools that you can like make their gear, swords and stuff. It is so cool. And then yeah, I love completed worlds like that where there's no like plot holes, nothing's left like
You ever
nothing's
played
left
Diablo?
out. Diablo, I played Diablo 3.
Yeah, I like Diablo 3 a fucking lot.
This was back when you could still like rent games. I don't know if you could do that.
You played like back when it came out on PC back in the day?
No. Like back in the 90s?
No, like Diablo 3 was on PC in like 2012.
Yeah, I
originally
played
when
it on...
and now they started coming out with it on Xbox and
There are still people who fucking play
Switch.
like the very first Diablo.
Yeah. I mean, they're, I don't know, gameplay wise, I feel like they're cool if you like kind of like hack and slash, more like Dark Souls. I think Diablo 3 storyline's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, we fucks with Dark Souls.
Dark Souls is badass.
We went hard on Dark Souls 3.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's very hard. It's fucking frustrating when you die.
I actually bought it, tried to play with Travis and Noah and Jesse, and couldn't get past the first boss. And I kid you not, I fucking sold it. I went right back to GameStop and I was like, I don't want this fucking game. It's too hard.
Gundyr.
And it wasn't until months later until I the digital was on sale. And like that's how I buy my games. And so I was like, yeah, fuck it. So I re-downloaded it and then beat it like 3 times.
I feel like once you get the combat, like how to do the combat and stuff down and fight bosses, you're a little better off.
I think I beat Dark Souls 5 times. I went through it 5 times. I got so many rings and shit. Like I found like the right armor combination that made my dude look super fucking hot.
Super hot dude.
Yeah, he looked dope, dude. And it was that one too is kind of a complete world to me.
It is.
It has so much lore, but it's like everything kind of, it seems like it just repeats itself.
You play like Bloodborne?
Fuck
yeah,
Bloodborne.
Yeah. I never finished that.
It's pretty similar to Dark Souls.
I just can't get behind that time frame.
Too weird.
And like just I don't know. I can appreciate it, like what they were trying to do. And that one too, I played it and I was like, fuck, I'm done. I don't want to play this.
It was a very different game. It kind of had like some steampunk elements to it, and I don't know. It was like a modern, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't give it much play, to be honest. Pretty sure I have it for Xbox, but
I played it 3 times, and each time I would play to the same spot, and then I wouldn't fucking touch it again.
I really like the super open world, third person kind of games. Like any of them.
Yeah, I like that shit. There's a lot of games that have come out. Like I told you next week, Blair Witch has already been out since October, but we're gonna record some Let's Plays of that this coming week.
That looks sweet.
I got my Twitch account back finally. I had a very old email associated with it, and so like it locked me out because it was like, yeah, we have to like update your security and stuff. So we sent an email to your old ass email, or like a verification.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't fucking have that. So I wasn't on my Twitch for weeks. And then I just got it back. So now I can start streaming and setting all that shit up too.
Yeah, you should start streaming. You can have my free Amazon Prime subscription.
Oh, shit. Yeah. And I'll be like, thank you for using your Twitch Prime on me.
Don't forget to
else.
hit that subscribe.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you want to share your silly email? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's a bad idea. Sharing your email with everyone that's listening.
Yeah.
I want to share the password too, just in case.
Ass eater 69420.
That's your password for everything.
Yeah.
Careful.
Guys, that's my password for everything.
Are you the type of person that has one password for every account?
I have one password that I use for like most of my important shit. That's like jumbled up numbers and letters and shit. And then I have one password that's a lot more simple that I use for like all my regular shit.
Like you categorize it.
I do actually. Like
I do that shit
anything
too.
that
Yeah.
involves money or like that I can't forget about, I use like that random password.
Yeah.
And then for things like games and like random websites, I'll just use my standard go-to password.
I use the same password for anything, so, everything. So whoever figures that out, like, you're gonna fuck me up.
It's so stupid because I went through this period of, again, fucking, I have the worst luck with this shit, but it was like security, and it was like, we found that somebody was trying to log in on your shit somewhere else, so you got to change your password. And each time I'm like, oh, I don't know any other, like, I can't make up another password,
dude. And fuck Microsoft.
Email. Just like get a new account.
Oh, fucking dude, I have so many things linked to, like, I had to get an email back as well because of the same security shit. So that's what I was doing the past like 3 weeks. I was figuring it out on like technical shit because I was so bored of not being able to watch Twitch. And then we were talking about, hey, let's set up some streaming shit too. And I was like, cool.
You might as well if you already got like all the other things.
Got the setup for it.
You might as well.
I have a couple of games on there. I think PUBG. I have PUBG on there that I downloaded because I was playing. There's this streamer chick that I follow. She has like this Discord, but everybody's super fucking cool in it. So we would all like play even off stream when she wasn't. We were all like super tight.
PUBG is pretty fun.
Yeah, and it was a pretty fun game. I gotta.
H1Z1 back in the day was fucking fun.
I heard
right when
about
that
that
came out, like the first battle royale style games.
It came out on, what did we play that on? PS4. We played on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, it came out last year on PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
I think it was longer than that.
So like
now.
3-4 years ago, it was out on PC.
Yeah.
There like wasn't too many people playing it, and it had like a, I'm pretty sure it still does, but it had like a survival kind of mode.
Yep.
There's zombies and shit walking around. You could build bases, like
No
loot
shit.
other people's bases in like this big open world, but the bases are locked, so you'd have to like get a car and like build a ramp and try to literally jump and crash into the top of their house and steal all their shit.
I remember when I first started, when I made a Twitch account, it was like back in 2014, the beginning of 2014, and that's when that mod for H1Z1 came out, or Arma, one of the two. They're like the same fucking engine, look the same. DayZ.
Oh yeah, DayZ I've heard is super similar to H1.
Yeah, it was like it was H1, but it was just a mod, but it blew up so much that they just made it a separate game.
I think they ended up getting way bigger than H1 ever did too.
Yeah. So like, because it was an open world zombie game, but like for the most part, everybody was just killing each other.
Yeah.
They didn't even fucking with the zombies at all because they walked. They were walkers.
I feel like H1 kind of slacked with the updates too. All these other people started coming out with super similar games, and then they kind of just left their shit the same.
I think it'd be like super fun because I see people on Twitch where they play like all these random ass games on like Steam, and all of them, like a lot of the ones that they pick, really good graphics. People they look like professional fucking games.
They like the cheap 99-cent games and free games on there.
Yeah, and they're like they'll go through like a horror category, and it's just like there was one that I was watching. It just looked so fucking real, but it was like one dude developing the whole game, and it took him like 3-5 years.
Damn.
But it just looks crisp, and you're like a kid, and you see like ghosts and shit, and so you gotta like find ways to get rid of them.
I feel like I might have seen someone play that.
Or
still like a similar game. Maybe.
Yeah. It's like a really dark. It's kind of set like
quiet.
Victorian.
You have to wear like headset because there's like noises and stuff that are gonna pop out and scare you.
Yeah, and a lot of them are starting to be compatible with VR. So those fucking horror games with a VR headset.
That might be too scary for me. I get scared pretty easily.
I've been trying to look for some really good ones on PSVR, and just not a whole lot of them like stand out to me. And the graphics kind of look the same.
VR is definitely the move of the future, I feel like.
Yeah.
People are going to have to, like, developers at least got to get their grips around what's going to sell. Or, like, what people actually like.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want, immersion, like, make your graphics fucking, like, terrifying, just as terrifyingly real as the monsters and... scariness.
They're afraid to make them too real.
Yeah.
Like actually scare people, and they won't buy them.
Some people would seize.
When the VRs first started coming out, they... What am I thinking of? They like promoted them at E3 or some like gaming convention, to where they would put the VR headset on you, and then they would put you on this track. It was like a circle, but it had like a treadmill bottom.
And you can walk around.
You can walk around and shit. Yeah, and it was like they had this big screen projected up for everyone else to see what he was doing. And depending on how like fast he'd run on this thing, that's how fast his character ran. And it was super cool.
Once they make those little pad treadmill things affordable, I
right.
think VR is gonna fucking blow up.
That'd be
Because
so
then you're
much fun.
fully in it. If you can walk around and shit.
Yeah, I'll probably get one for the office here.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
I don't know where we would put it.
next to the arcade machine we'll get.
Yeah.
Right as he walk in the door, the headset's gonna drop on you, and you instantly tuned into the Matrix.
If you die, you can't be a part of any recordings.
You die in real life. You die
Yeah.
in game.
That's some gamer shit right there. From you ever watch that movie Gamer? 2009, Gerard Butler.
I don't think so.
Well, the premise of it was like all these death row inmates were used. They had like these nanomachines inside of them to where they could be controlled by like 14-year-old virgins.
What the fuck?
And they had like team deathmatch.
With real people?
Yeah, and they were controlling them from their houses. They were controlling these inmates.
How old is this?
2009.
I think it's 08.
That's dope.
Yeah, and it was like
Gerard Butler's a badass.
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
And whoever survives, they get their sentence.
They were just free after.
Yeah, they were free.
Because they progressed to like so many different levels and stuff, and yeah, the winner.
They're
was
like,
just
you can go
pardoned.
home now.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for fucking killing everyone. You can go home now.
Like emotionally fucked up, and yeah,
You were already a murderer beforehand.
you can go home.
You just like killed the kid that was fucking playing you the whole time, making you kill everyone, all your friends. That's what they did too. They would pit their inmate friends against each other, so like they were forced to kill them. It was super fucked up. Wow. Delaney brought that strawberry banana like loon.
What did she do?
The bigger loon pack. Fucking
Is it
good.
like the pink one?
Yeah.
So
or
fuck-
was it strawberry?
Pink
or
lemonade.
Pink lemonade.
Oh yeah, I think
You
you
know-
have that yesterday too.
You know how I know?
Yeah.
Because she asked if I can go pick that shit up for her.
Oh.
She was gonna originally buy like pods, and I was like, okay, but if I'm going there, I want one. And then I get there and didn't have the limited. There was something like apple.
The green apple ones are pretty good too.
Yeah, it was like a very, very limited like seasonal pod, and then it's gone now.
Yeah, she's a little poop.
Yeah. So I called her. I'm like, what do you want? Or I called the store, and like Casey, we're just name dropping like a motherfucker at this. A coworker answered the phone. And I was like, is another coworker there? So
Is blank there? Is John Doe there?
So said coworker got on the phone, and I asked her, I was like, hey, that's gone. Like, do you want mint? And like, I still get a pack. I didn't say that part, but I was like hoping she would say yes. And she's like, no, give me one of those single-use disposable loon pods. And I was like,
TM.
you little shit. So that's what I did, and I was low-key salty about it.
It has so much flavor.
Yeah, those are damn tasty.
And it's only like $20, I think, for that. But the one that I have is 10.
Is that the smaller ones?
Yeah. It's like 300 puffs you get.
Yeah, the bigger ones are like 500.
Fuck. Yeah, but that pink lemonade is so good. She let me try that.
And that is how you get kids addicted to nicotine.
Yeah. Ooh, flavor.
Oh my God. I just think you should be, I mean, I don't know. There's always ways around it. Having somebody of age buy shit for you, or
There's always going to be someone that's
Yeah.
gonna do it. Nicotine's fucking pretty dangerous though, honestly.
Yeah,
How easily accessible, and now
it's so good for you.
pink
Though.
lemonade.
There was another
apple.
coworker that we had today who they were like going through withdrawals.
Who did we have even today? I don't even know.
What does their name begin with?
H.
Oh,
I don't know. Did he work tonight?
Yeah, he worked. He closed.
he was there.
Is he closing every Friday? Yeah, he does,
yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Closes every Friday, but he didn't bring any of his jewels or vapes or anything like that. So he was just fucking. You got a jewel? You got a jewel? You got a jewel? He's like, he's getting sick.
Fucks with your head, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get headaches.
I was like, damn, dude. He was like,
ornery.
Crystal came in and was like, if you buy me a pack of cigarettes, you can have a couple. And he's like, I don't fucking. Well, he didn't swear. He's just like, I don't smoke.
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to fucking do that.
I threw her out.
Let me fucking eat those pods now. Dude, I stopped for like a weekend because I lost my jewel in a coworker's car. And
oh yeah.
And
what were you doing in the coworker's car to lose your jewel?
I don't really remember.
Eating ass.
I don't remember.
I will.
Lost it in the ass.
You're trying to smoke it.
I lost it up their ass.
The whole bag of Skittles.
Long story short, like after 2 days, I felt way better. I do. You do. You do. You feel way better.
That's what I tried to tell him. I was like, yo, calm the fuck down.
Fucking chew gum.
There was another coworker that was pissing me right the fuck off. Right out the gate.
Yep. I assumed.
Yo, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
He fucking came in. That's the first thing that he comes to me. Hey, could I leave early? Do you think I'll be able to leave early? And I'm like, motherfucker, you got like 4 hours of your shift. Like,
it's
what?
either this is how he starts every shift. Can I eat?
Yeah.
Or can I leave early?
I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I've been in such a shitty mood all day. I was like, no, you're probably not going to leave early.
I'm probably going to quit.
I hear great things.
So.
Don't quit.
Motherfucker, I've got 2 jobs, you know?
No, I'm like, I wouldn't work. I would just quit. And
Does
then
not have a job.
does not have a job.
That's the life.
Just go home. And
Fuck, I wish. I wish I was 12 again.
Go home.
Real though. Think of how little responsibilities you had before, like having to pay bills.
All you have
and
to do
shit.
is just try to hide and masturbate all the time.
Making enough money just to stay alive is fucking a hassle.
Yeah, dude, this adult life sucks. When I was in training for this other job, this guy, he's fucking 43. He looks like if you were trying to draw Ronnie Dunn from Brooks and Dunn.
Yep.
By memory.
I saw him in concert.
You saw this coworker? Nah.
No, I saw Ronnie Dunn in concert.
Yeah, this dude looks like the fucking generic version of Ronnie Dunn. It's hilarious. Everything is totally not proportionate to him. I'm being fucking mean, but it's true funny.
Some people are like that though.
Yeah, like I don't know. He still kind of worked it. He looked like a lion at the same time.
Oh,
but he was like, yeah, I'm 43, and everyone else, it's like cool to train with everybody here because I'm not the oldest anymore, and I'm not like 20 years older than everybody. And I was like, how old are you? And he's like, well, what day is it today? I was like,
What the fuck does that matter?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck does that matter? Yeah, so I was like, it's the 20th. He's like, I'm 42 today.
you forgot your brother.
How old are you tomorrow?
His birthday was the next day.
Oh.
And he was going to be 43.
My birthday's on Monday.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
getting old as fuck.
And I was like,
You didn't know that, huh?
I did.
You didn't know that
didn't
about.
even know that my birthday was on Monday.
You didn't know that about William Costigan Sr.
So anyway, he's like, tomorrow I'll be 43. And I was like, you're fucking 20 years older than me.
Did he think you were like older than you are?
Yeah, he thought I was like 30, early 30s at least is what he guessed. And I was like, man, you're a fucking asshole, man.
Dude, I got a story about that.
Skating bookie.
So I was working this factory job, and this dude, he was the sweetest dude, and so I'm totally, but I kind of fucked with him a little hard. So he was also like early 40s at the time. This was like 2 years ago, and he had this medical condition, whatever. So he just assumed that I was around the same age, and in his defense, he did kind of ask me like, so like, how old are you? Like 30s, 40s? And I was like, all I told him was, yeah, somewhere in there. And so legit for like, I didn't last there long. I was like there for three months. Super nice dude. Trained me in. He took care of me. But yeah, when he asked that, I was like, yeah, somewhere in there, because we had like similar tastes in music and because I like all the older shit and like movies and stuff.
Like, this guy knows too much to be in his 20s.
Yeah,
I get that so much. I get that so many times. But like,
so he was like trying to tell me like, dude, like he threw on Alice in Chains, that album cover. Yeah, that from that album. He's like, dude, I remember like throwing this on my tape deck in my car and just jamming out every day after school to this. And I was like,
me too, man.
yeah, I know the struggle. Me too. And then like
after I skateboarded home,
throw it in my cassette player in my car,
in my boombox. When in reality, I was like, yeah, I just streamed this song on Spotify for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
No. In reality, our childhood was listening to Backstreet Boys and Nickelback on CD.
And NSYNC.
And NSYNC. I was a Backstreet Boys
I fucked
boy.
with Backstreet Boys too. Aaron
Backstreet
Carter. I love Aaron Carter, dude.
I liked.
I loved Aaron Carter.
I liked AJ.
Yeah.
Aaron Carter's on meth and shit, I think now.
He doesn't look good.
He's all fucked up. Are you serious?
He doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Last picture I saw of him, he didn't look good.
What's his
face was all like
Carter
super
McCartney? You mean?
No, it's Carter.
His older brother was in Backstreet Boys.
It was Aaron and Nick.
Yeah.
What's
Nick
his
was
younger
in
brother?
Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? One of the two.
Well, one of them had their own solo career because one of them sang that fucking song, "I Want Candy."
Yeah.
That was
no.
Aaron Carter.
That's his younger brother, wasn't it?
That was Aaron Carter.
The older one's Jesse, I thought.
That's Jesse McCartney.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Who
different
the fuck
guy.
is that?
Similar music, different guy.
Oh.
Who the fuck's Jesse McCartney?
They're both kind of girly boys. They sing those kind of songs.
He had like the
Similar
most
music.
2000s hair you could imagine, where it's just blonde, wavy, and like in his eyes.
Frosted tips.
Frosted
Oh my God.
tips.
With the shark tooth necklace.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think that's a given when you have frosted tips. You have to have a shark tooth.
And like a short sleeve button up shirt with flames on it.
Oh my God.
And Jinko jeans.
Yeah, just super baggy fucking jeans with skater shoes
And a boonie hat.
and an eyebrow stud. Oh, and you know what?
And a mood ring.
And those fucking like wristbands.
Oh, where you slap them.
Yeah, those fucking like band wristbands.
I like those.
I had those all the time, dude.
You ever get a boner and smack that shit around your dick?
I thought that's what they were supposed to be used for.
Oh, I was doing. Yeah.
I found them to be like too small to put around.
Yeah, you have to buy like the big 18-inch ones.
You
Like,
got
where they
my
at least
big
wrap
dick.
all the
They
way
had bigger
around.
ones. I had to fucking tape 3.
How did tape work on that? That would not work.
Duct tape, dude. It fixes everything.
Gorilla glue.
Yeah, Gorilla glue them to my pecker.
Oh God.
Dude, I don't fuck with glue.
I always end up getting it on my fingers.
Yeah, that scares me because I'm like,
As a kid, you're just like,
Well, even with like the regular like Elmer's glue, that white shit that they like kindergartners fuck with.
I never understood the whole concept of eating paste. They would call it.
Good. No, I didn't. I never ate that shit.
Like, what fucking weirdo would actually sit there and eat up glue?
well, they're fucking
It doesn't
kindergartners.
smell like you want to eat. Like,
It smells like ass.
What? Because they had the orange cap. Lets you twist that and you get a whiff of it because it releases that the toxins.
Mhm.
You just sniff that. And you like close that shit back.
You're
up.
fucking instantly high.
Or you put it in like a bag and then
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that stick shit that never
it
worked.
smelled pretty good though.
Yeah,
Compared to the Elmer's.
but it never stuck as well. And you
What? I always felt like the Elmer because it was too like watery.
If you let it sit and dry though, it works a little bit better.
If you had,
compared to
like-
the stick.
Yeah, the stick glue that was always like purple looking.
Yeah.
If you did that, it would leave like blue chunks on the back of your paper. So when you like tape it or stick it to something, and you have like fucking lumps.
It's like the purple glue behind the white paper.
Yeah,
I-
try to color on that shit with crayon after.
You right.
Yeah, I know. I think my favorite thing about being in kindergarten was those when you did recess, but it was inside, and they had that little like kid house. You go fucking around with the kitchen.
Yeah.
You never had that.
It sounded like you had some sweet recess.
Fuck yeah,
We
dude.
did.
Our
Sometimes
recess, if it was indoors, we'd have just a big gym. That was it. Nothing in there.
Where'd you go to school? Canada?
No, fertile.
Oh,
Similar.
Yeah.
We're actually closer to Canada here.
With like 20 students or what?
Yeah, I graduated with 29.
No shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I had a fairly decent sized class.
That's one class.
Yeah, I mean, that's my whole grade.
Fuck. God
Only
damn.
29 of you. So you guys were all stuck with each other. Are you guys all cool with each other, or
I mean, we had to be. We didn't have options for friends.
Was it like
It worked out.
Yo,
Thankfully, I had a pretty cool class.
was there a lot of fucking around, like swapping girlfriends and shit,
Yeah.
swapping exes?
Yeah.
one of my coworkers just said that today at my other job. They're like, yeah, if, you know, because he lives out in I forget, one of those smaller towns too, and he's like, yeah, there's not a lot of slim pickings, you know, so it's like everyone's been with that chick, or rather the chick's been with everyone, because, you know, it's a woman's choice if she wants to fuck around. So yeah, I was like, that blows my fucking mind, dude, because it's like,
We were tight with a lot of, like, I guess, East Grand Forks. Not a lot of East Grand Forks kids necessarily, but, like, knew quite a few of them because we played them in some sports.
oh, I
And then,
see.
like, Crookston was the closest, biggest town to us. Like, if we wanted food or groceries or literally anything,
Yeah.
we'd have to go to Crookston. So, like, the whole my age people in Crookston, we knew for the most part. We were pretty tight.
So with your class of like 29 people, and you guys were all cool with each other, would you guys like all of you go to like one person's house and go fuck around, like go play video games, like all 29 of you?
It was...
They'd all pile
there
up
was
at
like
Connor's
probably
house?
20 people that were like the more normal kids, and then
Oh.
you had like the 3 kids that had to work every day since they were in like 9th grade, so they'd always go home and farm, or they'd have to work with
Drive to
parents'
Crookston.
business basically usually.
I see.
And then there was like the really weird people that didn't do anything. Like we had a group of people that thought they were cats for like 6 years. They'd walk around like this.
Oh
And
my
they
No
would-
shit.
Yeah,
The fucking
for
T-Rex
real.
arms?
And this
What?
wasn't like when we were little kids. This was like
This was last
this
year.
was like 4th to like 10th grade.
Oh my god, they thought they were
Yeah.
fucking cats.
It was weird.
Just a bunch of weirdos bred out there, man.
Yeah, and like one of my best friends now, like
He's
was
a
one
cat.
of them in like 4th and 5th grade. And
Oh my
he
God.
realized how fucking weird it was, and now
Wait a minute. One of your best friends now could.
you don't know who he is.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, is it safe to say a roommate, maybe?
He's not around the Grand Forks area.
Because I would totally give that
He
dude
get fucking
shit.
shunned out of grad. So
I would
is he
just
is he a dog now? Or?
Yeah, he's moved up in the world.
Hey, fucking wags his tail.
If it was your roommate, I'd come over and just fuck with him. Just all of a sudden, meow. Oh, do you hear a fucking cat in
you
here,
could
bro?
mention that, and he'd be like, "Oh, you mean them? I know what you're talking about."
Hey, dude, you mind helping me out here, right, meow?
Dude, that's insane.
And then like you go chill with him on the couch and like watch the game, and then you just fucking purr next to him.
Well, they used to like hiss, like if they were mad at you, they'd hiss at
Oh,
you
that's
to your
so-
face.
That's so fucking weird.
Oh my
Hands
god.
And they would just look at you.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
weird.
fucking-
They didn't like clean themselves, thankfully, but
I would take a bath when I get out.
they'd play with like what were those little animals, stuffed animals.
Like a plush
Yeah, no.
or a fur baby, fur real pets.
They've gotten more expensive and like more collectible.
A fur.
Oh,
I mean, Furbies are pretty.
are they kind of like
too.
teddy bears?
Yeah, they were like it was a certain kind though.
Yeah, what the fuck are those
Remember what they're
called?
called? I don't think they sell them any like.
Do they
in
have them
stores
like all
anymore.
different colors?
Yeah,
and shit?
yeah, yeah.
They had
Okay.
hella like
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
so many different animals.
That's fucking weird though. That's they fuck with those.
They'd collect those and like they'd play with the animals with each other as they were being animals as well.
If you were
go to school with you now, like I wanted to experience
No,
that shit for myself.
Now that I'm in a bigger town, I'm like, damn, high school could have been so much cooler.
yeah, we were fucking lame.
You mean
I-
there's more people out there than what's stuck in Turtle?
Like growing up, we fucking moved around a lot, so we went to a lot of schools. But I too went to a high school in a very small town in South Dakota.
I was there for a little bit. It was pretty chill though.
It was chill, but it was very much like the same situation. We didn't have weirdos like that.
Yeah.
It was It was
But-
200 people.
But yeah, there was a lot of like mixing that's why I was so specific with that question, because there was a lot of mixing girlfriends and like, oh, and you're still best friends and whatever. It was just
like you're just cool with it.
It was
okay.
odd.
I had you last week.
Well, it wasn't like that close together necessarily, but
like
there was the couple of hoes that would make their rounds basically.
They would still trail it, you know.
And the class above me was like 45 people, and the class below me was like 45 people, so they were a little bit bigger, which was kind of nice.
Oh,
so we kind of had to mix grades to make friend groups. I don't know. It's an experience, I guess. I wish I would have grown up in a little bit bigger of a town.
Yeah, you should have just came over here.
You fucking grew up with cats.
There wasn't like things to do in Fertile either. Like we'd have to drive an hour if we wanted to see a movie or buy anything other than groceries.
Yeah, I think we had one movie theater, but they would play like one movie at a time or 2 movies at a time.
Like the Crookston movie theater, they have two theaters there, or 2 screens.
Very small.
Very small. And then they have one movie theater in Boston.
Yeah.
But they'd always be like 2 months behind. So they'd always get like the super, super old movies. So I don't know.
It's always like when they have smaller theaters like that and they have two like screens or showings, it's always one fucking like kid show.
Yep.
And the other one's just a boring ass movie that nobody wants to watch. Like,
something new, basically. Any new movie that
like Wonder Woman.
Like they just pick it out of a hat. Yep. What are you gonna watch? But for the kid show, it's like very specific. Like I remember when Happy Feet came out, and it was at one of those smaller theaters like that. It was like fucking Happy Feet.
You know what's crazy is that movie is already 15 years old.
Damn.
Happy Feet is 15 years fucking old.
The movie came out like 06, I thought.
Nah, it was like 04. I'll look it up.
There's a second one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Is there?
I think I've seen the second one.
What came out in 2004 was that Polar Express.
I fucked with Polar Express.
I love that movie. At the very end where she was like, it says lead. Oh no, never mind. I fucked that up. It says lead. Like a lead balloon. And then Tom Hanks, I think dumbass, I think it means lead.
This stupid little bitch.
Yeah. Get the fuck back on Polar Express.
You fucker. You are correct. It came out in 06.
Yeah, I know. What about the second one, 09?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Happy Feet 2. 2011.
I was thinking that in my head. 2011 probably, actually.
Still hell old. Like, time fucking flies, bro.
Do you guys remember that one fucking movie with the owls? CGI? I think it's called like The Guardians or some shit. That one was like,
I saw that.
It was like groundbreaking with the CGI because they had these guardian owls that would fly through like thunderstorms in the trailer. That's what it was. Fly through these thunderstorms, and it was like so groundbreaking because, you know, rain droplets were like clinging to their I don't know, feathers and then falling off and shit. Like, it just looked really real.
Was it like a documentary?
No, it's a fucking like kids movie.
Oh.
The Guardians, and it was just all these talking owls. But yeah, I just remember people were like promoting that movie when those plasma screen TVs came out.
Like the original ones?
Yeah, and it was like the ones that burned the fucking images in your...
I have one of those in my bedroom. It has like a little blue box that's like burnt into the screen.
That blue, I didn't realize that shit got so hot. Like
Is
that was
why
the
it
reason.
burns in there?
Yeah, well, it burns when like say you're watching a movie and you pause it and you leave it for like 10 minutes. That's what burns because it's constantly like trying to keep that bright color and all, you know.
That makes sense.
So,
Because I always slept with my TV on, so it would sit there the entire night with that little blue box on the screen.
Oh,
you're talking about those plasma screens?
Yeah.
Old ones, like 720p max quality.
Yeah, when they first came out like 12 years ago.
They were fucking beautiful.
And they were still like $300 for a 40-inch, 30-inch.
I remember they were fucking expensive.
TVs were crazy expensive.
It was only until like the last 4 or 5 years that they went down a lot.
Why did they discontinue plasmas?
Because they were fucking hot. Like they would warm up your room because it was just using so much energy. And then
I remember them burning images.
Yeah, well, that's a big reason why too.
You would have to go into your TV settings and then click like a erase button or some shit.
What? That's how you got rid of the thing?
Yeah,
I don't.
Like an Etch-a-Sketch, son.
Maybe that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
I used to fuck with those. Light Bright. You guys ever fucked with Light Brights?
No.
Really?
No.
You know what it is?
Yeah. No. We fucked with the Etch a Sketches.
We were poor.
All them white kids got the ones that fucking lit up.
Everyone, when they would come over to the house for a sleepover, they'd be like, "Hey, pull out your Light Bright."
I don't have a fucking light.
I don't have a fucking. Yeah.
No, better yet, it's like,
shut the fuck up. You know I don't have one.
Hey, bro, where's your Light Bright? And it's like, 1 second, and like you bring out your Etch a Sketch and hand it to them, and then they turn it on or whatever, and then you just hold a flashlight over the.
That's exactly what I was trying to get to. And then fucking got her. I don't fucking have one.
Make something, motherfucker! Hurry, my arm's tired.
Hurry up, my mom's gonna come in, bitch. She hears you shaking that shit.
Yeah. My arm is falling asleep.
I'm asleep right now, man.
Don't worry about that silence. I'll edit that out.
You should edit out before. Actually,
What?
I said the N word.
Did you?
I think so. I let it slip. I let it slip. I was like,
dude. Honestly, I've been like I've been on the edge of doing it too.
I've gotten pretty good about saying that. I don't really
about
not saying it. You mean?
Well, I used to say it fairly often because we didn't have.
There were no black people in Colorado.
We didn't have anything other than white people in Fertile.
Yeah.
Oh,
like we had one Mexican girl in like the many grades near me, and she was the one not white person.
You've been robbed at gunpoint?
Yeah. It was pretty fucking scary, honestly.
Yeah.
I was more like, God damn it, now I don't have any fucking money.
you fucking
you can just shoot me now.
That's like South
money.
Park. That's like what's his name, Cartman? God damn it. You fucking robbed me.
That's the kind of pissed I was. I was Cartman pissed.
You're just like, dude, please don't fucking rob me at gunpoint.
No, like I think like this guy tried to play it off like
please don't do
he
this.
was getting robbed as well. So like he must have given his homie a gun. So his homie breaks through the door, holds him at gunpoint, and then
classic.
And he's like, "Oh my god, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh fuck, this doesn't seem real." But he has a gun, and I don't want to get shot. So then he's like stuck the gun up to the back of my head and told me to get on the ground, and I didn't want to get shot. So like, I fucking I'll lay down, I guess.
Fucking take it out.
I got like a couple $100 in my pocket though, so he took all my money.
Fuck, dude.
And I had my little brother was in town to go buy a tux. I was like, I better just hold on to your money because you're 16 and I don't trust you. And it turned out they took all that money too. So
fuck, god damn.
No tux for him.
Hey, dude, I gotta hold on to your money. I'm gonna get robbed later.
And I came out. Him and my other friend were in the car, and they were both still in high school in Fertile. And I was like, I just got fucking robbed. And they're like, no, like quit fucking around. And I was like, no, seriously, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't like this.
Just fucking hey,
no. Seriously, let's get the fuck out of here. We gotta go.
Let's go to Crookston.
Yeah.
Just
I was kind of a pussy like right away too. Like I don't know. I was like 300 pounds. I was kind of a bitch.
You're just like, okay, sir.
Your friends.
Now it's like,
Your friends are like, what's wrong?
You can shoot me. I don't really have a whole lot going for me right now.
All right, dude. If you want to shoot me,
we can test this.
I'm just here to buy a lamp. So like,
that's all I want.
If you want to rob me for a lamp, you have problems.
Even though I could just as well be the light in your life,
right?
You want to fuck around with this lamp,
dude. I wonder how the outcome would have changed had you been like, reached out and touched his soul. Listen, man, what's going on? Your hands are up, the gun's in the back of your head. What's going on with you today, bro?
Are you all right? Something happened.
Or better yet, like if how he held you at gunpoint and told you to get down, and then you get down on your stomach. And like
he tickles your ass.
No.
So
I love you. He takes your money and then he's about to walk away with his friend and they're just like laughing, and then they're walking away. They're just laughing and shit.
Yeah, they're just laughing.
And yeah.
Looking back on it, like he was a pretty scrawny dude. Like now it's kind of like maybe as he was walking away, I could have fucking clocked one in the back of the head, and then I'll rob his ass and run out of there.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you just, at that point, you didn't want to feel like you reached your boiling point when you're on your stomach, and you're like looking up at them like, what the fuck? Like, they just made a fool out of me. And then out of nowhere, you pull out this cache of like ninja stars that you always have around your ankle. And you're just like, fuck this.
Fuck this shit. What am I fucking training for?
You have a cache of ninja stars around your fucking ankle at any given time. And you just like, all from the ground too. Just fucking, just toss it up. And you don't scrape them against the floor. Like, it's an even, like, it's staying fucking parallel with the ground. The straightest shit I've ever seen. And they're just like, you slicing their Achilles tendons ripping all the way up the back of their leg, and like,
and I started throwing up.
Their legs start giving out and wobbling all fucking near legged, and they're like, fuck, what the fuck happened? But it's their Achilles tendons getting ripped up, all the coiling up. You know that happens when you the face he just gave. Yeah, but you did it. After you throw it in, you see how it happens. You're just fucking still on the floor. Ew, dude. Because that shit coils up, dude.
I would not want to see
just fucking maintain eye contact with you. And you're just like, you like quickly snatch up your lamp and like, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, they look back right away to see like, who the fuck did that? And you're still on the floor like, oh, that's fucking gross.
Yuck.
Have my money back.
Yeah. Give me my fucking money back. I got another ankle full of this shit if you want it.
Fucking throwing stars.
Dude, I wish I could have throwing stars on me all the time. I've seen people like makeshift their belt buckle. You could throw fucking throwing stars out from them.
Oh, shit. That made me crack up.
Yeah. Well, it just slides out from the side. You got to take 2 fingers, press it in the middle of your belt buckle, and it like chinks out one.
Who the fuck would be expecting that, right?
Not me. Definitely not.
You get into an altercation at the bar or something, and the dude's like, let's fucking fight, man.
Whip out your star.
Dude, yeah. What if you told those 2 dudes who robbed you, like, after, like, why they're asking you? You're just like, don't fucking bring a gun to a fucking throwing star fight. Yeah. Let's try to get fucked up. I'm trying to work that out better. Don't bring throwing stars to a gun.
Well, immediately after, I was like, well, how could have I played that off better? So now, like, I'm just not going to bring that much cash with me. And then I, like, started, that's not the reason, but since then I started working out, and I've gotten in a lot better shape. And I'm, like, more confidence even, so, like, I might like try to fucking clock him one as he's walking away. Dude, he's pretty fucking small. Like,
that shit makes you laugh.
That was the scary part.
Like, that's what you're contemplating while you're on the floor. Man, I could fucking clock this dude right now.
Should I give him my money?
You at 300 pounds and him at like 140 or some,
not even,
some
dude,
crazy
he was
shit.
Small as fuck.
What if you clock
like,
him?
if you wouldn't have had a gun, like, even back then, I probably would have been like, I'm not giving you my fucking money.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I imagine like one big swing from you would pick that fucker off his feet.
Or one big swing and you fucking hit both of them.
The guy that I was originally there to meet, though, was fucking big. He was probably like 6'4".
Oh,
no,
shit.
maybe not 6'4".
So
maybe like 6'1"ish. A little bit shorter than I am, but ripped.
Fuck. So he would have been the boss battle at the end.
Yeah.
Had to get through him.
Would have had to get through his friend with the gun first to get to him, who was also trying to play it off like he just got robbed as well.
That's so dumb.
So he could have even went with the story, or he could have been like, "You just fucked up my friend."
What if they're like walking away with your money and you just start fucking crying on the floor?
They wouldn't have given a fuck.
Like, just some serious, just fucking a bucket full of slob connecting to the floor cried. Ugh.
I should have put it all together though too, because like that dude had his baby there. Like, he had just had a baby.
Oh my God.
And we were like there. I was like, damn, dude, you got like a fucking cute kid. You got like a nice ass apartment. Like, this seems pretty
the
chill.
fucking
Like,
whitest dude ever.
I fucking love those curtains.
Mike knows that guy.
Goodness gracious there, buddy. You got the best house I've ever seen.
But it was in an apartment. Like, he's not going to shoot me in his own apartment.
Like, he
I should have put that together.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead, they just played your ass.
Yeah. I'm smarter now. It's not going to happen.
You got your own Glock to blast through glass before supper, motherfucker.
Just bring a sawed-off shotgun, put it in the back of your pants.
Yeah, just start carrying around a shotgun.
Yeah.
You just blow them through your ass, dude.
You're going to try and fuck me up? I'm going to make this shit look like a Tarantino film up in this apartment.
Yeah,
this is
I don't
the
know if I
ending
could
if you
handle
didn't
like, killing someone. Even if it was like that kind of self-defense.
Look, you don't have to kill anybody. Just aim a sawed-off
shotgun.
You're going to kill someone.
He's probably going to die. You got some widespread on
That's
aim your sawed-off shotgun at their Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Shoot off their legs.
Fuck.
You want me to make this shit coil up on you?
Coil up, meet your spine.
Have you like seen people's like ACLs tear like in football and stuff, or like they tear a hammy or something like that? Like when you can see it snap or like recoil back.
Fuck.
I don't like seeing that.
No, because it just you can
Like, how bad
see
did that
the
shit
pain.
hurt?
Right.
He's screaming.
That's like I saw this video to where this guy, he was like, he just got done working out at the gym and he was in his car and he like decided to take a video and he's like, guys, look at this shit. He's like, it just started doing this. It's been doing this for like 20 minutes. His calf, what do they call that? You get like a Charlie horse.
Like a cramp?
Yeah, a spasm or like a cramp.
Shaking.
So he's showing his calf muscle and the muscles are just moving like water.
I feel like that happens when you,
But it hurt.
at least like an intense leg day, when you haven't eaten or like drank any water.
He must have
You're
just been
severely dehydrated.
Yeah.
And your muscles don't know how to recover.
Fuck.
Hey, would you ever be interested in doing like a drunk let's play or podcast?
I haven't been drunk in a long time.
It's an idea that's been circulating with us for a while. So for sure, let's play.
I get buzzed.
Yeah.
Like I love beer.
Yeah,
so
that's
I can drink several beers.
Right,
but like the
dude.
chances of me getting real drunk are pretty slim because I
We'll say-
love being buzzed, but once I get drunk, I'm like,
Yeah.
shouldn't have had that last couple beers.
Let's say like
I feel the same with Mike's Hard Lemonade, dude. That shit.
I get sick too, especially I like fruitier beers, so like
Yeah.
my stomach gets upset, and then
White Claw.
White Claw's pretty fucking good.
I like it. I get made fun of a lot at my new job because it's like a manufacturing, like a factory job, and everybody.
Manly man.
Yeah, but it's so fucking annoying because everybody's like, "Oh, I can't wait to go home and drink beer."
Drink some Bud Light.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, shut the fuck up.
Fuck Bud Light. Carbonated
'Cause
water.
Well, it just like they talk like how their parents would or like their dads would at the job. You know what I mean? Like they just want to live that same kind of, you know.
I feel like the people that drink that are the people that have to drink regularly, though, too. And if they didn't drink Bud Light or Busch Light or things like that, it's too expensive. Like, you can't drink 12 craft beers. Like, that's going to be like $40, $50 in beer. You can buy a Dirty 30, a Busch Light, for $18 at Happy Harry's.
That's pretty much all they would do. They were like, hey, well, they said that they start drinking on Tuesdays, and from Tuesday, because the work week there is only Monday through Thursday, so like, yeah, I'm gonna start drinking tomorrow, which is Tuesday.
Start their weekend early.
Yeah, and then they would just, this guy, he's like, I go through a 12-pack on Tuesday, a 24-pack on Wednesday, and then however big they go on Thursday.
Damn.
I'm like, fuck, dude, that's a lot of money you're wasting there. Like, just to get drunk. Like, just pick up some fucking brandy or something. Pick up something stronger.
So, I probably already told you this, but my roommate, like, 3-ish years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. He's my friend from high school. He drank a 24-pack of Budweiser. He's a mechanic. He worked there full-time for a couple years now, makes good money. He'd drink a 24-pack of Budweiser and a half a bottle of E&J brandy every single night after work.
Holy shit.
His nightly routine would be get home, slam 2 beers as fast as possible, take a couple shots, and then hop in the shower with a couple beers.
Fuck.
And then he'd take his anxiety medication because he thought he had anxiety, but really it was just withdrawals because he needed that much alcohol. He was trying to cut down on drinking, started getting Xanax, and then eventually got to the point where he'd take his Xanax, keep drinking, and he'd black out every single night.
Fuck. And then that just became like the new way to
And he made
chill.
good money, and he had no money ever because he'd spend it on a $30 bottle of brandy and a $30 case of beer every single night.
I never understood that, but you know, people are different.
Once you get started,
right?
Like you get a tolerance, you need alcohol.
I will say though that with this new job, I've been feeling like more manly. Like fuck, maybe I should pick up some beer on my way. There's this shit that I bought.
Beer sounds good.
Ice cold Bud Light. That's sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna tackle the shit out of that White Claw. There's this beer that I bought like last year sometime. It's Jim Beam, but it comes in these. Comes in these tiny little cans, which like the design makes it look like it's straight out of the fucking 70s. Like it's just like a
Is
little.
it a beer or like a mix spritzer?
It's a mix, but it's like the one that I bought. It was the only one that they had at the time. It was bourbon mixed with ginger ale in this
good?
can. Oh, it was delicious.
I like bourbon.
I hate
bourbon. Okay, so I don't like bourbon a whole lot, I guess, but I can't drink like sour whiskey. Like I like the smokierness of it, but if it's like a sour mash like Jack Daniels, I can't do it.
Oh, you don't like Jack Daniels?
It gets me
in general?
sick. No.
Not even like Jack and Coke?
I mean, I'll drink mixies, I guess. It's not my preferred drink.
Well, that's what, because like bourbon, I fucking hate. But when you would taste more of the ginger ale, like that bourbon.
I like ginger ale.
I love ginger ale, but when you would drink this, like the bourbon would punch you in the back of the throat right away, and then the aftertaste was the ginger ale, and you would taste that carbonation from it.
I like carbonation.
Yeah, so it was I don't know, like it was pretty good. I couldn't say that I didn't like it. I was like, man, it was like a 10-pack, and it was like $15.
It's not bad,
just these
especially if it gets the job done.
Right.
I feel like my dislike of being drunk too strays me away from liquor.
Yeah.
Or even mixed drinks, just because my tolerance to alcohol is pretty low too.
I like to be the cool guy all the time. So whenever I get drunk, I don't want to be like, hey, what's going on? And this and that and blah, blah, blah. And, and like acting out of character. I hate that shit. Because like I'm conscious of it when I'm drunk too. And I'm like
you're obviously drunk, sir, not acting like yourself.
Right. I like to get to the point of like where I'm heavily buzzed.
Yeah, that's how I get to. I'll drink
and then I'll stop.
5-6 beers. And then wait a little bit.
I do.
Okay.
Because I don't like the headaches.
Yeah, fuck being hungover.
Yeah, for real.
Waste of a day, basically.
Oh man, I was so fucking hungover for like the entire weekend. I'm pretty sure that I had alcohol poisoning.
It's not good.
It was one of my lesbian friends. It was her birthday, and she's not a lesbian anymore, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was that because of that night?
No.
Did you do something?
I got sick.
That's not what I meant.
She was fucking around with some other friends and stuff. I was kind of like, I guess I'll go fuck myself. I don't know anybody here. And so I just drank. And there was, I made friends pretty quick with this one of her friends who was also getting fucking ignored.
Hey, you want to be friends?
It was a pity party, yeah. But he was cool shit. Like, yeah, he was really cool. We're still friends. We were just having like drinking games with ourselves and shit. So his thing was boxed wine. He couldn't get enough of it.
I like wine.
That little honey for him. So he would just down the fuck out of those, man. He was like, his glasses were like that tall, and he would just glug, 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 glug.
That's a lot of wine.
And he's like, don't worry, I got more. And I kid you not, he pulled back this closet, and he's got like 4 more boxes of this shit.
Damn.
And he just threw another one in, threw one in the freezer for later.
I like wine, but if I'm at like a party or something, wine gets me hot as fuck. like just physically hot. I don't know why. So I don't know. I gotta drink in moderation if I'm drinking wine. Right setting.
I'm such a cheap drunk. You can get me drunk off of wine coolers. I love whiskey. I love rum. Dude, it takes a fucking drop.
Rum's probably my favorite thing to mix with, at least.
It takes a drop of rum to fucking send me over the edge.
Like Malibu or spiced rum like Captain?
Either or.
Yeah.
So I tried this rum about a year ago. It's a Barbados rum. It is so fucking good. And it's got a high volume. What's the word for alcohol?
I don't know, potency or something.
Proof.
Proof.
Yeah, it had a really high proof to it. So yeah, it fucks you up real quick.
I like rum. Malibu even. Just regular Malibu coconut rum is what my parents drank back in the day.
Yeah.
So I'd just pour some of that into a water bottle, and then I'd go to my room and I'd get a little buzz on.
I'm so bad in my room.
In my room.
Yeah, Jesse makes a pretty good White Russian.
Mm-hmm. White Russian, that's my favorite drink to go to. I pulled the inspiration from the Big Lebowski, because he made it look so good because he would drink it, and it would get stuck on his beard.
Leave a little mustache.
It's that guy's cool.
Yeah, and I was like, this shit looks so easy to make. It's just Kahlua, vodka, and
Kalua's fucking good.
Yeah, dude,
real good.
What are your thoughts on rum chata?
I don't know. I wouldn't drink it regularly.
No.
I feel that's how I am about a lot of drinks.
Right.
I like water and I like my regular beer, I guess.
I love
Otherwise,
water.
I'll drink pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Not straight shots of Kharkov, but anything decent.
Kharkov?
Anything decent.
Listen, that's why I don't get super, super, super drunk, because I got fucked up on Kharkov. Didn't know what it was. Whatever. I was
$9 bottle of vodka.
Bottom of the barrel shit. I was at a buddy's house, him and his wife, and we were drinking, and he's like, I've never been drunk. And I'm like, all right, fucker, I'm going to get you drunk. And then that was not the case. He's like, I got this bottle of Kharkov. And I was like, I've never tried it. Let's fucking do it. He wanted to do shots of it. And we each did 6.
Ugh. As a kid, too.
No, I was 19.
That's still kind of a kid.
I was 19.
Noob at
20.
drinking alcohol.
I was underage. But I don't know. I've drank before, but not, whatever.
Not Kharkov.
I'm a cool kid. Yeah, not Kharkov. Changed my fucking life.
It kind of ruins vodka for a person, I feel.
It does. I haven't drank vodka really since, and it's literal fucking jet fuel.
It smells like nail polish remover.
Yep, acetone, and it put me to bed. I was cold. I was throwing up all night. I was I just could not get warm. I was under tons and tons of blankets.
Ick.
Oh, it was
Sounds like a not fun night.
Pretty sure I got poisoned that night, and it was the worst night of my fucking life.
Oh yeah. So at this birthday party, this dude and I are drinking, and he's one of those dudes where he's like, hey, if you finish this, I'll finish this, or blah blah blah. So I get fucking hammered, and then I get dropped off back home at 4:00, and
PM.
Dude, yeah, 4:00 a.m. I was out for 8 hours at this party before they brought me over, and oh, dude, I was so fucking just wasted. And I went to bed sick, feeling like I had to throw up, and I had bad acid reflux, and I had the fucking shakes, real bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I went to bed. I managed to fall asleep, but I woke up 2 hours. So I fell asleep at 5, and I woke up at 7:15, and I woke up and I was like, I have to throw up immediately. So I did. I went to the bathroom and I threw up, and everything that I threw up, it was straight up alcohol, because it came out and it was all brown. and it was acidic. It was burning the fuck out of my throat at the same time. I was like, ugh, like I don't want to, like I can't stop throwing up now. Like it's all just coming out, and it's all like
that's
liquid.
That's the worst feeling too. It's burning your throat on the way up.
It started burning me from like the middle of my chest, and then my entire throat just got fucking. Dude, I was throwing up. I kid you not, 10 minutes straight.
That's vodka, son. That's what vodka does to you.
And in between the throw ups, you're just like dry heaving, trying to get that last out of your stomach.
Yeah.
You're like,
it's a good workout.
Please,
dude. When I was done, I threw myself on the bathroom floor. I was like, I gotta fucking take a breather. And my throat, I was like, oh, fucking this.
Like there's like shit in there.
Dude, it was
hurts.
Burned like the whole rest of the day. This was at 7 a.m. I could not go back to bed.
Yeah, that's rough.
For the rest of the day. So for the rest of the weekend, really, I had to deal with this sore throat, and then, it was a fucking mess.
Not worth it.
No. So
don't drink, kids.
Yeah, that's kind of why I called off like hard liquor, like Jack Daniels and shit. Moderation, I'll do it, but mostly I was like, yo, Mike sounds pretty good. So Mike's hard.
When you want to be able to like handle yourself,
right?
Especially like I don't know. I feel like that's the thing I don't like, especially about drinking liquor or even getting super drunk. Is I just feel like if something came up, I can't go do it. Like if it's something dope, someone wants to do something, I can't drive, can't handle myself even if I'm shitty.
Yeah, see, like if I ever drink, I know well enough that I'm never gonna drive.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk or stay in one place, so I prepare in advance for that.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Living downtown, big perk.
I'm gonna be moving down here.
You are?
Yeah, next week. In the same building as this dude, there's a unit that opened up below him.
Yeah, he was talking about it yesterday.
So I got first dibs.
2 days ago.
I waited like a fucking year and a half for this apartment I live in now for one unit to open up, and one finally did. And I told him, I was like, that way I got first dibs, dude. And like, I'll just hit you up whenever something opens. And then I've been there since
beginning of summer,
July.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We looked at some shit apartments downtown before we found a decent one.
Yeah, you guys lucked out.
We got real lucky.
If you guys have another. Because my youngest brother's here. Huh? My youngest brother's trying to move here, and so we were gonna look for like a 2-bedroom to live in.
There was a sign on our door for a little while that had a 2-bedroom open for rent, but that got taken down very quickly.
Yeah, a lot of people just like
apartments go quick.
They do.
They like the idea of living downtown, and it's like New York feeling, But we looked out with this fucking office, dude.
Fuck yeah. Perfect spot.
Right.
Perfect.
I was like, how the fuck did nobody rent this one out yet? It overlooks town square. Yeah.
It's so weird.
And
I think it'd be the first one to go.
Yeah, dude. Over the summer, we always just had the blinds open and, having traffic go in the background while we do our podcast.
Now it's got cool shit over there, too.
Yeah, for real. Like their food courts or like, their little markets and shit.
Farmers market.
We'd be like, we would finish up a podcast and be like, yo, let's go fucking out and go get some, like, I don't know,
I would fucking
roasted nuts or something.
Die for a food truck right now.
Is that taco stand not open anymore in the winter?
The
I haven't been like out lately.
The dude that sells his taco nachos, his tachos. Yeah. Oh my God, Jess, you gotta try that shit.
It's fucking good.
I saw somebody on like Snap, one of my other friends. I think it was Frankie. He's downtown all the time here.
He may know that dude.
That guy's got to make so much money.
Absolutely.
Every drunk girl that walks by, she's like, I want a fucking taco. And then she
buys a couple nacho.
And then all of her friends buy tacos.
Let's all buy fucking tacos.
Hey, Kimmy's getting tacos. Let's push our tits together.
Kristen's getting tachos. What the fuck are tachos, Stephanie? Taco nachos, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, fuck you. Sorority girls always make out.
It's facts.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was the best fucking junk food I've had in a long time.
I like it a lot. Even that little ice cream guy that walks around selling ice cream bars and shit.
I gotta get drunk more often. We should all like go to bars and shit every weekend. I don't care.
We could go right now.
Like Saturday nights. I gotta fucking open in like 5 hours?
Oh yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
Damn, we've been going for an hour and 35 minutes.
See, that's our problem. Is like we always want to try it like 30 minutes to an hour.
We're like, yeah, let's do like 30, 40 minutes.
I think the longest one that we had was fucking almost 3 hours for a podcast. It we haven't edited or anything. It's
3 hours of raw.
Yeah. We haven't fucked with it at all.
So the thing with editing the audio is you have to sit there and listen to the entire length of audio.
Time consuming.
Fucking sucks.
It's worth it when it comes out, though.
Especially then when like you listen to it, then you listen to another part, and you're like, oh, maybe I should put that part back in there because it kind of tied together with this part.
But you've never been on a podcast before, have you?
No.
This is
my
your
very
first one?
first time.
We've had several virgins come in this office.
Yeah, we popped
You guys popped my podcast cherry.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Violated.
We're like the casting couch of podcasts.
Yeah. So you
and we don't fuck
I
you.
thought I'd seen this room before.
Yeah. That's the couch.
Good on you. Yeah, good on you for answering the call for our placement agency job. We're just gonna need to see your dick.
Yeah. It's gonna need you to take your pants off.
So what makes you think you're good for this job? And then like,
I have no money. I saw this ad in the paper.
and I love LA.
That's good. Does your boyfriend know you're here?
Yeah, right. They always do that. Does your
No, I didn't tell him.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah. No, I didn't tell him.
Did you tell him what you were gonna do today? I'm gonna
Lips are
fuck
sealed.
you. Yeah.
You're a 40-something-year-old dude, and you're about to get this 18-year-old trim.
Yeah, that shit's a little cringe for me.
The harsh reality of porn.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hilarious because like all these porn stars, after like once they grow up and make millions, they're like, yeah, I was fucking shitty.
It's weird that porn's legal, but prostitution isn't.
Right.
That is
Why should someone be able to pay to be able to sell footage of you fucking other people for money, but you can't just fuck other people for money and make the money yourself instead of the companies making the money?
It's the oldest job in the world.
Well, not even prostitution. Like, I mean, okay, well, yeah, prostitution, but another spin on that is people are fucking all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Who
Who's
cares?
to say you can't just throw her $20 to suck your dick? Like,
Right.
if she wants that $20 that bad and you want your dick sucked that bad, why stop it?
We'll start with 10. We'll start with 10.
Yeah, or 10.
Right.
Yeah. 20 might be a little
Start low and then work your way up.
Because most girls only do the head, so 10.
True. Very true. Amateurs.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. That's
She look good.
that concludes this episode.
Thanks for popping my cherry. It feels good now. It was violating at first, but I'm used to it.
Anytime, baby. We'll have you come back in a couple weeks when you're tight again. And then
Oh my god.
Gotta go.
yeah, bye-bye.
All right, peace. Why do you do that shit?